drink two of them. How much is a work of art worth? Well, this piece, Portrait of an Artist by the British artist David Hockney, is due to be auctioned in New York later this year. It's expected to become the most expensive work ever sold by a living artist. It was painted in 1972 and could fetch about $80 million. The current record for a work by a living artist belongs to Jeff Koons for Balloon, like Sculpture of a Dog. It sold for $58 million in 2013. Well, for more on this, I'm now joined by Virginia Damtsa, worldwide contemporary visual arts expert. Thank you very much for coming in, Virginia. So this painting by David Hockney is set to be about $80 million. Is art still a good place to invest?
First of all, if you need to be in the market, you need to be a connoisseur. Therefore, if you want to invest, you need to have the right expert, or you have to be already in the market. Otherwise, it's very difficult to. It's a very difficult market to enter. Therefore, you need all the right art dealer or consultant with you to guide you, or you have to already be in the market.
So if you are, it's a good place to invest in?
If you know what you're doing.
Okay. And we're seeing quite a bit of action from China and Saudi Arabia in terms of art purchases. So which countries are buying the most art at the moment?
I mean, these countries are newcomers. Therefore, that's why you see they're building this huge museum like the Louvre in Abu Dhabi. So they have to, in a way, compete with already Europe, who has a history in buying and collecting art, and also America, who are big collectors. Therefore, that's why they're building this immense museum, kind of like almost a replica of the Louvre in Paris, where you see the Louvre in Abu Dhabi. So yeah.
And what is responsible for these high prices in art?
To find a good piece to come in the art market is very rare. For example, this work of David Hockney, it's quite a rare piece. So if you want to, we can actually use an analogy of art as a commodity. So it's a rare commodity. And usually people who buy art, when they have a very good artwork, they don't really sell it. And it stays with their collection. So that's a rare commodity. Therefore, the price goes up.
So David Hockney's painting is set to break the record. So who is a living artist around at the moment that you think could break that record as well?
Well, previously, as you said, it was Jeff Koons. And also previously it was J.R. Richter, a German artist. So now we just have to wait and see. You know, we cannot foresee what will going to happen in the future, but it could be Jeff Koons again. We don't know.
Well, thank you very much for coming in and for sharing that insight with us, Virginia Damtsa.
Thank you.
Brazilians will vote for a new president in 3 weeks, and according to opinion polls, a far-right candidate is leading the race. Jair Bolsonaro has been making controversial remarks, but has gained public sympathy after being stabbed during a recent campaign rally. Michael Fox has more.
It wasn't just another sunny day at the beach in Rio de Janeiro. This was the first rally for far-right candidate Jair Bolsonaro following last week's knife attack that left him hospitalized. His sons called for the event on social media, and hundreds turned out.
We are here to say that it was shameless what was done to him and to ask for strength for him to get better soon. We are here to help carry on his campaign.
The attack on Bolsonaro has only increased his popularity. According to a poll released this Monday, he's now clearly in first place with 26%. This despite his violent rhetoric, which has seen him fined for homophobic, racist, and sexist remarks.
Bolsonaro, a former military captain, has also praised Brazil's repressive dictatorship of the 1970s and 80s and supported torture. He says he wants to fight violence by arming citizens. His radical discourse has worked for him in the past. Since 1990, Rio de Janeiro residents have voted him into Congress. But that rhetoric is dangerous, according to João Ferres Jr. of the Rio de Janeiro State University's Institute of Social and Political Studies.
Bolsonaro, I think, is, in a sense, similar to Donald Trump in the way he manipulates his image, right? And he plays with these anti-political sentiments that people have, and also with, I think, a lot of hatred that people actually harbor but are sort of ashamed of showing publicly.
Until the stabbing, Bolsonaro was active on the campaign trail. Last month, he traveled to Porto Alegre in southern Brazil where he met with hundreds